out there. Real estate can be definitely cutthroat. But the way we do real estate, we say let's collaborate rather than compete. And you always have strength in numbers. So if you're doing a deal with people who, are like-minded, of integrity, and have accountability, it basically builds up your confidence and wants you to do this even more. So when I was brought the deal, did I have the money to do it? Yes, actually I did. I could have done the deal by myself. But what I said was, you know what? Let me look around the community. I had some hungry people who wanted to get involved and say, hey, I really want to do something. So I turned to this guy right here. Now, this guy, how old are you again?
24, guys.
24 years old, right? No, I'm not going to tell you. You tell your story. So I bought the deal. I said, you know what? If you're interested, you want to get on part of the deal. He was like, yes, Jason, I want to do it. He's been studying. He's got himself up to code. And then he said, you know what? I want to do it. So let him explain to you what you did, like your LLC, at what age, gotcha. All of that. Talk about
so basically, my name is Alejandro. I'm from Queens. Grew up in Queens, in Corona, if anybody knows the area. That's it. So I was super excited when I came across the team. I actually came through Joe Bursey, if you guys know Joe.
Who?
Joe. So Joe Bursey. I actually got referred through a common friend that we have who's working as a hard money lender down in Florida. So the power of network, just like what Jason mentioned, just because you know someone, it's really good because you take their values, integrity, who they are as a person, and whoever they recommend you upon, you're going to look at that person and say, okay, this is definitely somebody who's credible. We're going to take a look into it. So I got into the education. I got educated.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So your first time, though, what'd you do? You had a property tour, am I right?
Yes, actually, a matter of fact, okay, so check this out.
Let's go back to that.
I didn't
the other house.
Right, so I didn't even go through the process most of you guys probably went through where, you got a phone call, somebody spoke to you, or you gave somebody a call, somebody spoke to you, etc. I didn't even go through that process. I actually went through the process of sneaking up on them because I thought this was sketchy overall. I was like, oh man, I don't know what this is. I heard a lot of stuff. I've been through a lot of education programs in real estate, and I wasn't confident. I was extremely scared. The current situation I was in, I was under a foreclosure with my dad. We actually sold the house and we were able to flip it. And I'm actually using that cash in order to produce more cash doing this.
Yeah.
So that's the power, right? But I can only do that if I got educated and I was willing to take enough risk and most importantly with the right people. So at first I went to a property tour without telling anybody who I was. And I just literally came in just like you guys. I didn't even introduce myself. I just went downstairs, same dark basement like you guys went down in. Nothing crazy. And I just looked around and I was like, all right, what are all these people doing here? What is this all about? And I saw Jason. I said, hey, he seems like the guy who knows it all. So I'm going to go to him and ask him, hey, what's going on here? What are you guys working on? So he was able to answer my questions completely, give me some really good information on some questions that I had about, not just how to get started, but how do you guys do business, etc. But always going back to the education because it's so important for you to go through it. Somebody else can tell you information, somebody else can tell you, what to do, but we're going to be more confident when we learn it for ourselves, right? You can't learn how to be a doctor when somebody goes ahead and explains that to you. You have to go through school, go through practice, and then, you complete your craft. So going through that property tour, I got convinced. I said, this is for me. I got signed up, and within a month, I hit the road really fast, and I started my first LLC, right? So I have it set up here in New York. Currently, right now, I transferred my LLC down to Florida as well, got it registered there, and I'm working on obtaining rentals there. So this business, you could take it amongst all 50 states. I want you guys to know that we're a community nationwide, and we all care about each other, we all well communicated, and we all hold the same values. So he told me about this project, and I said, damn, I personally was 2 months in, and I couldn't find the flip. I couldn't find anything for myself yet. I was afraid to take on my first deal, and I said, you know what? Might as well go on with the professionals. Might as well go on with people who've already done a few deals. I saw the deal going on with Jerry, the one in Long Island.
That was actually right around the corner. That one, if you guys want to check it out, it's 214 Mastic Boulevard. That one should be done. I think that one should be going to the market in about a week or two. So
awesome. So bam, there you go. And we do it together as a team. So
question for you.
Yeah.
Reaching out for help, and is it hard? Is it hard to get a hold of people?
No, it's not. Everybody here in the community is well connected. You get our personal cell phone numbers. You know, it's like hitting anybody up on WhatsApp, etc., Facebook. Give us a call. We're always available. People pick up at the middle of the night. I mean, we're all different people, right? But we always pick up. We always answer your questions. We're very transparent. We don't like to hide anything at all, and that's what's really important, especially when doing deals for the first time, right? And that's how Jason brought me on board. He brought the deal to the table and said, "Hey, Alejandro, I know you're really excited to get your first deal. Do you want to get in on this one?" I said, "Yes, let's do it." So I became a lender in this deal, and now we're here. We're doing the project all together. So.
All right, so
I'm excited.
just give them the numbers.
Nice.
Do the numbers.
All right,
do the numbers.
guys.
So people want to hear. I know that's what they got. Stop talking to me. Just give me the damn
All right.
numbers, Jason. All right, give them the numbers.
Awesome. So we're gonna go through a flip worksheet. Just talk about basic numbers, no confusion. So this property right here, the purchase price we got it for was $126K. Okay.
Now this was actually something off of auction.com. So this how much property was bought at
126. It's 126K.
It was
Feel free to take a picture, guys.
Yeah, it was 120, and then that was a $6,000 fee that had to go to auction.com.
Okay. So auctions, right? Auctions also another way.
So the cost is 132.
No, it's 120.
Right.
Okay, sorry.
5%.
That's my fault. 120
Plus the 6.
plus the 6.
Plus the 6, right? Gotcha. Good observation. I love it.
6K fee.
Good. All right, so we took a look at the property. We went through it with the contractor, and we said, okay, what's going to be a rehab cost? Our rehab cost is going to be $48,000 for this project.
Now, that was a slight change on that. So it actually went down because once the contractor came and he took another look, he said, all right, he'll do it for 38. And then what we told him is, okay, if he gets this thing done within 6 months, we'll give him a $2,000 bonus. So it's really going to be, we're going to say $40,000 for the rehab.
So 40,000.
Yep, that's another thing we love to teach here. Give people incentives, and they work a little bit harder, right? So we're going to talk about the loan here. What did we get with the loan? So we got this property using also a hard money loan and private money. I'm just going to go over some basic ones.
Hard money loan.
The LTV is going to be 85, and the rehab LTV is going to be 100.
What's LTV for those?
Loan to value.
Loan to value, guys. Loan to value
So
ratio.
now those numbers, what the loan to value, it all of course depends on your experience and your amount of deals that you've done. So typically hard money lenders will start asking those type of questions. So just be aware, like don't get me wrong, hard money is expensive. So the points will hit you, the amounts that they'll give you. They basically want to make sure are you serious. And can you make this thing happen? So the numbers will be up, but with experience and as you start doing more, it gets better.
Just to break it down a little, when it says points, they will charge you, let's say, like 10% and 2 points. So it's 10% and 2 points they charge up front. That's like a fee for doing this business.
And the points are the percentage of the loan. So 1 point is 1%, 2 points is 2% of the loan.
So it's really still 12%, but it's
Correct. 12% for 6 months if you can turn it in 6, all right? Are they first mortgage holder? Can they, if you don't pay, can they foreclose on the house is their equity?
well, this is what you gotta. This is something that they put in the contract. It's what
Right.
what they decide they want to do.
Right.
That's something you work out with the hard money lender and the private money lender.
So today,
the
guys-
hard money guy's going to be first position.
Possibly, right. So today I have so after this I'm gonna go see a hard money lender in Great Neck. Actually, I'm working on another project to acquire it in Elmont. We're looking at right now. So yeah, that's a good question. They're gonna actually ask me, hey, I'm gonna ask them, are you guys gonna take first position or second position on the loan, right? So that's important
For
to know.
this
too.
house, what is it? First position for the hard money lender, or you guys are first position?
I got first position.
First position, correct.
We worked that out because we knew the hard money lender due to experience. So we don't have those problems.
Good relationships, everybody in the business, and you're able to, get
So
out
your
there.
hard money, you're getting 85% hard money and 15% private.
down, right? Private money 15% and 85%. That's
So-
gonna be the hard money.
Hard money and private is 15%.
Awesome. So we're going to talk about the carrying cost next, which is important. A lot of people forget to calculate. We got to pay taxes as you go, right? As you own the property, you got to pay taxes. You got to pay utilities, insurance on it. So we want to make sure you take a look at that too. So we have carrying cost. That's going to be a max of 8 months held on this project.
Cost of 8 months.
And then the real estate taxes over those 8 months are going to be $7,500. So remember what we said, the contractor is going to finish it earlier for the incentive of 2,000. So if they do finish it earlier, meaning we do get it under contract a lot faster once it's completed, we don't have to pay the full 7,500.
Right.
Now, it's important to take it into this perspective because you want to work from a conservative standpoint.
Exactly.
You want to make sure that you're in your worst case scenario period, and if you do profit from your worst case scenario, that means it's a good deal. If that makes sense.
The taxes on this house are almost $11,000 a year.
Just about, right?
Welcome to Long Island.
Long Island, right?
Long Island, you gotta see what I have.
I believe you.
And yeah, there's definitely everybody's
This is
definitely.
Mastic too, so.
That's it, yeah. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the sale price. So that's important, right? Where are we exiting? So our strategy for this particular project is a fix and flip. So we're looking to sell to a buyer. Our sale price is going to be $250K.
Strategy is fix and flip.
Correct.
Fix and flip. And I'm sorry, you're selling it for?
We're going to be selling it for. We're going to project 250K. How do we come up with this number, right? It's very important to know. As part of the team, you get advantages. We also have comparable market analysis that are done on the properties before we obtain them, so we know exactly where we're going to enter at and we're going to exit at, right? You need to know exactly what the price you're going to sell to the prospective buyer. So out of this 250K, we're going to talk about what other commissions, what other fees we're going to pay, right? Because that's important. We're going to pay a realtor commission, right? We're going to pay 4% on this project.
Realtor, 4%, which is
All right. Do the math on it. Give me 1 second. Somebody got a calculator.
10,000.
That's gonna be 10,000, correct? Yeah. Very good. Cool. Awesome. Then you got transfer tax. That's gonna be 0.4%.
Transfer tax, 0.4%.
All right. Transfer tax is when you give the property, you as the owner, to the buyer. Right. So that's gonna be 0.4.
Which is going to be $100,000.
100,000. No, I'm sorry. Not that. 100,000. Yeah, 100,000. Yeah.
It's $1,000.
Yeah. There you go. You got it. Yeah, you got it. Awesome. And property condition waiver. That's another one. Jason, you want to touch on that? The property condition waiver.
Well, it just basically say, what you should do with the property just in case, like, things go wrong, or if you're gonna waive it, let it go. Sometimes you don't even have to put that in, but I don't really go crazy on that.
Conservative, guys. Conservative.
That's just
What
something-
should-
500. That's gonna be 500.
That's why I don't even go that detailed into it.
And your seller's attorney, right? How much are you gonna pay the lawyer? We're gonna pay them $1,500. All right. Good deal. All right, guys. These numbers are super important. Take a picture of it so you're gonna take a look at it, learn exactly how to do it. Part of the education is we have courses who literally break this down for you and how to calculate this and how to formulate it for yourselves, right?
My flash is helping.
Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and erase this. Does everybody have a picture of it?
Sorry.
All right.
Everybody's good?
Everybody's good? Cool.
One more picture. Thank you so much.
Okay, cool. So we're
Good?
Yep.
Hold on.
All right. One more.
Got it?
Okay, awesome.
Hang up the phone first.
I'm gonna just the ones highlighted. Right?
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
We'll send it to you. I got this.
Okay, cool.
Somebody will send it to you, okay? Because we got to keep this moving.
Right now, you're 60.
All right, guys. Let's do it. Up.
Yeah, this is the wrong marker. No, it's the it's the eraser. It's just a little.
Oh, it's the eraser.
You gotta push,
It's just fresh.
you gotta push very hard. That's why.
Okay. Yeah, I get a little
When
muscle
you say
power.
the first guy's gonna give you 85% of his loan to value, is that all the expenses, the 185 or whatever that total came out to? Or just the purchase price, the 85?
The 85. What for the loan?
85%.
85% of the purchase price.
Purchase price. And then the second guy's coming in with the rest of the money,
Correct.
you're saying 15%.
15%.
Who's coming in with all the rest of the money?
Private lenders.
The rehab.
Private, that's what we got him.
That's it. Got me.
I'm trying, well,
Yeah.
no, it's a hard money lender too.
So you're the private lender for the rental? Correct. All right, cool.
So one guy's coming in 85, you get 15 conventional,
Oh, what was that?
Where's the 15% come from? 85 comes from a hard money lender, 15%.
Private money.
Private money.
Private money, private money, private money, private money.
Guy putting up the money for the whole rehab.
You good?
For the rehab cost. The
Yeah.
other guy's coming in for the rehab.
Right.
Okay, and all those percentages are 12% on the hard money.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it down right now.
I'm gonna break it down, brother.
Alright, cool.
Hey, that's where it all comes in.
So we got the purchase
It does
price.
right now.
Yeah, no, you're right,
I
you're
might
good.
just be saying I wanna be a.
Okay, so I'm gonna calculate everything in
And that's-
total.
that's why I
so
do
you
that.
guys can see the big picture of the
You're
property.
100% correct.
Okay.
That's why I live.
So we got the total price for purchase 126.
12%.
We got the
Right.
buyer closing cost. All right, buyer closing cost. Yeah. That's gonna be 15,632.
642.
Yeah, 15,600. Yeah,
One quick
that's fine.
question on that.
Oh, thank you. Man.
The total loan amount, right? The cost of the loan that you were asking. It's another one.
You got a dry one.
You just
One
fan it
question
away,
on that.
man. It's
When
nice
you
and
got the
clean.
house from auctions.com, you guys been closing on that too?
Yeah,
Oh, that was in that 6%?
Nice and clean.
Thanks, Kevin.
Oh, now we're falling.
Awesome.
Now we're falling. It's not standing.
Nah, you just got like it.
How do you like it? Twist it. There you go, you got it. There you go. Cool. Alright, cool. So, buyer closing cost next.
Okay. Total loan amount is gonna be 155,100.
Total, oh man.
Anybody got
Damn it, Kevin.
tissue or something?
Damn it, man, you wet stuff. It's alright, it's
Brother,
alright.
it's not gonna work. We need a tissue, man.
Need a tissue.
Bouncy, anybody got tissue paper?
They got it.
Oh, champion.
We got it all, man.
Technical difficulties, excuse me, guys.
Got it all, man.
I love it.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Alright, cool.
That's all right. As long as they dry.
Awesome. So total loan amount is gonna be 155,100.
Total loan. Right.
You guys want to pop out your notepads on your phones? Try to write those numbers down.
155, 100.
100, right? The carrying cost.
I can't even write on it, man.
Yeah, it's a little dry. Yeah, that's fine.
Still good, still good.
All right, guys, write it down on your phones for notepads. That's fine.
Okay, we're working.
The
Carrying cost.
carrying cost is going to be 17,000. We're gonna just round it up by $60.
Just 17, okay.
And the seller closing cost total is going to be 12,500.
Closing is how much?
The closing is going to be 12,500. All right. So the net sale price, right? If we sell it at 237,500, which is the low end of our analysis on it, being conservative again, guys, that's the key.
How much?
It's going to be a total profit of 31,000.
What's the price we're selling it for?
What's up? Oh,
250.
250.
237.
On the conservative side, guys.
Oh,
Remember,
okay.
remember, conservative.
237 and profit of?
Profit of minimum 31,000.
Profit of
That's key, guys. All right, people. You know, we got to understand. We can't do the average. We got to do the minimum.
31?
Yes, 31. All right. So those are numbers, guys.
You
So
get
feel free
more,
to take-
great, but at least it's going to be 31,000. So that's
Minimum.
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 At least 31.
All right. So those are the numbers, guys. Take pictures and that's pretty much it.
Carrying cost.
Carrying costs. So you know all this
It's
stuff.
my Ukrainian carrying cost.
And how do you make sure your rehab cost stays at 40?
You stand well. The rehabs. That's agreed on by the contractor, right?
The contract. We got a contract already created.
We do the home inspection. That's key, right? You got to make sure somebody comes to a property, takes a look at the property for that, and you go from there.
Now, of course, there could always be an oops factor. So that's why
Correct.
we kind of go, extra over on the numbers. So we just say, okay, it's ballpark figures. These numbers aren't even etched in stone. You know what I mean? So we just try to get ballpark figures, try to come close as you can, and say, okay, I should be good. You got an oops factor. Let's say something 10,000 pops up. All right, well, I'm still gonna make 20 grand on the deal.
But
You
the
know what I mean?
Right, but
total loan, you said you bought 120, what'd you pay for that, 126?
Yes.
Yes.
126, you said 30, what, 8?
The cost of the loan. So the total loan. I'm sorry. Total loans are 126, and you got 155, right? So
Because you're
155.
carrying costs. What do you
Carrying
have?
cost.
No, 155. That's not the carrying. The carrying 17,000.
So it was 38 grand or 36 grand to do the house.
40,
Okay.
40,
48.
40.
40.
40.
That's 166.
That's 126, so 150.
maybe I have it. Right, 126 and 40 is 166, no?
Right.
I'm
Got
just
these
doing
numbers
the
on
math. That's at 155?
Plus closing cost.
Yeah, but his total loan doesn't include his 15%, that's the loan from.
The total loan isn't add up to the house and the rehab.
Okay, so let's do this over. So we bought it for one, you bought it for 126?
Fix that.
Bought it for 126.
Hold on, 1 second. We bought it for 126.
Yep.
Rehab is 40,000, 166. Closing cost.
The
On
closing
buying and
cost-
selling.
Buying, it's 15 plus
15,000,
the 12. Yeah, 15
My
plus
phone.
12.
Well, there it is, you have it, so.
Yeah, you got
Where's
27.
166, I'm asking you?
I'm sorry?
That-
He's
Where
saying,
is 166?
he's saying the total loan amount, he thinks it should be 166 because you paid 126, and then the rehab is
The amount of money
40.
it costs.
But then you have carrying costs. You have hard money costs.
I understand,
Okay.
all right? What does that total loan say on that board?
155.
155.
Right.
Yes.
Without, that's without hard money. I mean, that's without rehab. That's just a loan
So where
on
did
the
the
house.
rehab come into?
Rehab, we already discussed that in the previous thing. It was $40,000. The hard money guys is, who's paying for the rehab? The hard money guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you get hard money, they usually cover 100% on the rehab,
100% on the rehab.
and they getting 85% of the house.
Yeah, but I don't see it in there.
We did it on the previous scan.
No, we did on
Look
the
at your previous picture.
Here we don't see it.
126
Alright,
for
let's-
the cost of the house, cost of the rehab, 40 grand.
We'll go, I'll
do
grab
it
you
after.
separately.
Carry-
Yeah. We'll do this. We'll do this after. You're the only person who doesn't understand, so we'll do this after.
We'll talk with you separately.
So stay behind. Who doesn't understand,
Guys,
guys?
if you don't understand, stay behind.
Go ahead, we'll go ahead. Stay behind.
Moving right
We'll
along.
go over it again. No big deal.
Okay. All right, cool. So that's gonna be the total profit at 31K being conservative. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's it. That is it.
That's it. Keep it simple, guys.
And he was saying about oops factor. You guys could get somebody break into your house and steal your pipes, cut out your copper pipes. I mean, there's a lot of oops factors go in it. So you gotta always have a little bit of that oops worked in there.
They go conservative, exactly.
That's why you're going.
That's why
case.
conservative is there.
So you know where you're gonna hit rock bottom, and you know, hey, it's not that bad. So that's pretty much it. All right.
Alrighty.
You can stop it.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.